I'm here with Brandy Tarver, Marley Hill, and Jasmine Whitfield, all of the Cincinnati women's basketball team. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
From Chicago, Illinois.
Louisville, Kentucky.
First question. Have you ever felt marginalized or alienated as an African American at college?
I'll start. Yes, I have. Being the only black African American girl in my class, it's just out of like 30 people, I'll be the only black girl. And it just feels kind of weird. I just had to make friends or just try to feel comfortable with the other minority.
That is the same. I have had a couple classes where I was the only African American, and not even just a female, but just the African American. And I have felt alienated, but I feel like you have to put yourself in those. You have to like present yourself to them. Like you have to introduce yourself. You have to interact more. They won't come to you. You have to go to them.
My situation is kind of different. I went to high school with a lot of white people, so I'm kind of used to that. I don't feel, uncomfortable by that. So I don't necessarily seem or feel like I'm alienated. I just feel like they're just people.
Have you ever questioned your academic abilities in a college classroom? And if so, why do you think that was?
I have never questioned my academic ability.
I have never questioned my academic ability.
Same here.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Have you seen any barriers placed in your path by the white establishment in terms of your academic success in college?
I feel like yes. Just being an athlete and being African American, they think that I might want to take the easy way. They think I might want to be lazy when it comes to academics. So, my barriers.
Can you think of any examples?
Like when I walk into a class and I say I'm a basketball player, and then they see the color of my skin, they may look at me like, it's just another athlete, it's just another black girl, just trying to make her way. She just got her scholarship and she's just here because of academics, not because of, and she's just here because of basketball, not because of academics.
Mm-hmm. The question was, Brandy, do you feel like there's any barriers like placed in your path academically by the white establishment?
Yes, there are barriers because a lot of times we aren't taught our history. We're taught the European way of things, and we're never taught like more black history. And we really don't know our roots. So I mean, there's a lot of barriers on that. There's a lot of barriers like this. So we have a lot of
So would you say you have a hard time, like in history class or in other classes, connecting with the material, really making it your own?
Yeah, and a lot of times, like when I do learn things, I have to learn it on my own. I read on my own. They don't teach us that, and it's a lot of what am I trying to say? Stereotyping on us. And, there's those barriers. It's several.
Not necessarily with the academics portion, but I'll agree with Marley with the student-athlete perspective, where they think you're just here to get your scholarship, get your college paid for. They're not really thinking you're serious about academics, and when you throw out like I'm in engineering, like I'm not just here to So I feel like that's something that I've run into before.
Are there a lot of African Americans in the engineering department?
No. Not a lot. There's actually a program for African American engineering students that they set aside like different study sessions that they can go to or like extra tutoring help. So I feel like if I wasn't involved with basketball, I'd definitely be a part of that more. So.
Do you think that empowers those African American engineers to like feel like they can quote unquote like make it or like they?
Yeah, definitely. They said that the success rate has like really increased, like the how many people or African Americans have graduated with engineering degrees. So I definitely think that it's helping, that small community.
Perfect. Is your race central to who you are?
Yes, to me it is, because I'm all about African American history and the Black Panther and Black Power. I'm all about Africa. I want to travel to Africa. I'm just all about it. I went to a high school that was African, and we learned about African history, and we learned the language of Africa, and learned about like the kings and queens in Africa, like King Tut. So yeah.
It definitely is. it's who I am, and I continue to educate myself on that every day. I feel like it's just, we have so much history, and it's, you know, it's powerful, so I just love it and I embrace it. So.
I would say I embrace it, but not as much as they would. I don't really educate myself as much as I probably should. So, but yeah, I'm proud of it, most definitely, but I feel like I could probably learn more about it.
How do you view yourself in comparison to the white population in the educational setting? Is there any is there any differences? Do you feel that you guys are just, the same, and that people just stereotype you by the color of your skin, or are there differences in maybe your learning style or what you would like to do in the class, or such?
I know this sounds cocky, but I feel like I might be above them because I feel like University of Cincinnati is meant for white people, and to actually be on the honor roll all the semesters here and actually be like close to Dean's List and be recognized as a student athlete above 3.0, I feel like I might be above them because I have all the barriers and challenges that are thrown to me every day with basketball, being a woman, and also being an African American woman.
I mean, as I stated before, there